Hey guys, today I am going to be demonstrating how to import content from the Canvas Commons into one of your courses. So if you haven't seen my other tutorial, what is the Canvas Commons? The Canvas Commons is basically a digital library that Canvas houses that is full of educational content. Um, the Commons enables teachers and educators to find content, to import content into their own courses, and to share resources and export content that they've created, which I've gone over in a previous tutorial. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to actually find the commons. So if I look at my dashboard right here, even if I look at my homepage, I don't have anything that says commons anywhere, but it's actually hidden on mine. And I'm not sure if it's hidden on yours, but you're going to find your commons on the very left hand side of your screen. So it's going to be located under your dashboard, under your courses, under your calendar and your inbox. And it should be located right above your help button. And if you have the icon, it actually looks like a C with like a little arrow pointing out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my imaginary icon to take me to the Commons. And once I do that, I'm going to have so many resources pop up onto my screen. Um, One thing before I get started searching is I want to show you these tabs up at the top. So if you use the Commons a lot, you have the search feature, you have shared, so you can see the different things that you have shared. Oh, I've got this one that has been shared multiple times, so I'm going to delete those. Um, you have items that you've imported, any updates that have been made to assignments um, or work that you've imported to your own. So, like, I downloaded the scavenger hunt and modified it to fit my classroom, and I can see that there's been an update to it. This update doesn't affect me because I don't use Nearpod. So, you can also see your favorites. I currently have no favorites. So, I'm going to go back to search. And when I go to search, let's say that I am getting ready to do a lesson on text structures with my language arts students. I'm going to type text structures into the search results, and I don't even need to put enter. I don't even need to hit the little magnifying glass to search. It automatically uploads with my results. Now, I just got 139 results, and just looking at these results, I can see that they span through all different grade levels and all different types of um, documents that I can import into my class. I'm really looking for something specific. So I am going to go to the filter button over on the right hand side. And when I click on the filter button, I can filter my results to any of the things that you see on the screen. So if I'm looking specifically for an entire course for something. Let's say I'm looking for an entire sixth grade language arts course. I could click on courses. I'm not going to find a course on text structure. I may not even find a module necessarily on a lot of text structure for sixth grade. But if that's what I was looking for, I could click on modules and automatically I can see that all of my search results are now modules and I've got 31 results. For this, let's say I'm looking for an assignment. So I can look for just images, audio, videos, all sorts of things. I'm going to go ahead and click on assignments. And I'm not going to click on content type because typically with the assignments, the content is there with them. I am looking for 6th grade, so I'm going to go ahead and click on 6th grade, and I'm going to click on 7th grade too, because I don't mind challenging my kids a little bit. And if I knew that someone that I worked with or another teacher within the county that I work with had created some really good resources, I may click on Craven County. There's nothing from Craven County. If I'm looking for something that is or has already been created that is specifically for my state, I may click on North Carolina. There's nothing there for North Carolina. So I'm just going to keep it all, and that's going to include a lot of different resources. So once I have filtered my results to include some of the things that I'm looking for to narrow it down, I see that I have 12 results. So I can go ahead and I can look at these results, and I also, this little drop down box right here is really helpful too. So it starts off with most relevant all the time. It defaults to that. But if you click on the little drop down menu, you can see the latest items that have been posted, so the newest items that have been imported into Canvas. You can also see the most favorited and the most downloaded. I like to start with the most downloaded because um, typically, if something has been downloaded many, many times, it's probably a good resource. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be able to use it exactly as it is, but it's probably a good resource. I also, if I don't find anything there, I like to look at the latest because you never know when somebody has posted something new. So this could have been posted today and nobody's really looked at it yet, which is why it doesn't have a lot of favorites or downloads. So I'm going to go back to most downloaded, and I am going to just click on this assignment right here, bubblegum sequencing, and see what that's all about. So sometimes because it's giving you a preview and it's actually loading everything that is related to the assignment or the module or the pages in here, it takes a second to load. So while that's loading, I like to look at some other things. So I like to look up here in the top right hand corner, and I can see that this is public domain. So as I mentioned in a previous tutorial, that means that by it being public domain, I can import this into my classroom. I can make any changes that I want. I can share it with other teachers. If I really wanted to and I had a Teachers Pay Teachers store, I could even add this to a unit that I was building or add the questions to a unit that I was building and sell it because it is public domain. I can see when this was published and any updates that have been made to it. So my preview isn't showing up, but I can look at the details, and it is telling me what the tags are for this, and I can also see what students will be doing. Students will use the article provided and list of transitional words to sequence after learning about the sequencing text structure. So this actual assignment is specifically on sequencing. I probably could have gotten that from the title. If I decide to download this and I am very pleased with it, or I think there could be some changes made to it, I can leave a review right here and submit that. And the author who uploaded it will actually get notified and see the review that I've left. Therefore, they can make changes if they so choose, or they can just ignore it and keep going about their way. So let's see if this came back up. No. So let's go back to my search. That's not exactly what I was looking for anyway. So I'm going to look for something else. Let's say I want to look at text structure and purpose. Okay, so I can see there were 15 downloads. It was published in 2018. And it says it is a review of text structure and author's purpose. Um, so I am going to, oh, there's been some changes. So they added an additional passage later that day, and I'm going to preview it and see if it comes up. Let's say that I really, really liked this assignment and I want to use it. Typically, a preview will pop up right here. Sometimes, like I mentioned before, it takes a while to load. Let's say that I really like it, but I want to come back to it. I can click to add to my favorites. If I want to use the resource links, I can click to copy the resource link. If I want to import this directly into my Canvas classroom, into one of my courses, I'm going to click Import Download. When I click Import Download, it is going to import it directly into my Canvas course. So I need to let it know which course I want it to go to. For this demonstration, I'm just going to click on Language Arts and I am going to import it into course. If I just wanted to download it, let's say somebody had a really good slideshow presentation in a module that they had made, and you just want the slideshow presentation, but you don't want the entire module, you could download it and then just save that. So I'm going to import it to my course, and it says, you've successfully started the import. It may take a little while to see changes in your course. Just like with exporting content, when you import content to your course, it can take anywhere from 30 seconds to 30 minutes, just depending on the size of the files. So you can see my preview finally came up. It shows up. This is an assignment, so it's just one page, and it's telling me what they are going to read, and what they're going to do. So I am going to go to my dashboard and I'm going to click on my language arts class where I imported this information or that assignment, and I'm going to look for it. So I can go to two different places. I can go to my assignments or I can go to my modules to look for it. Now, when you click on modules to look for something that you have just imported, you are going to scroll all the way down and it comes up as its own little module. So mine has not uploaded yet. I'm going to check assignments and see if it's there. So I've clicked on assignments and I'm going to scroll down and I've got lots of imported assignments. So see how it says imported assignments right here on this module that I have? It has imported all of the assignments from a module, and so I'm just going to check there really quick and see if it has posted, and it has. So it shows up at the very bottom. Anything new that you add to Canvas, when you add a new page or you add new assignments, it always shows up at the bottom. So if I wanted to access this, I could click on it and I could edit it and I could make changes to this assignment. I could make it worth points and then save it. And then I can also go back to my assignments list where it downloaded, and it'll be all the way at the bottom, and I can move this. So I can either click these dots right here and move it up manually, or I can click these dots on the right hand side, the three dots, and I can duplicate it, I can delete it, I can send it to someone, share it to the Commons, I can move it to a certain location. So like if I wanted to move it all the way to a different location, I can click either at the top, before, the bottom. So I'm going to move it all the way to the top. So now under my assignments, it is the first assignment listed. Um, when you upload modules, it will create an entire module at the bottom, and it usually says imported modules. You can change the name of them after they've been imported. So you can import everything from an entire module to an entire course to a specific assignment. And once it is imported into your Canvas, based on what the license description was for it, you can edit it or share it with others. You can use it however you plan to use it. So I hope you found that helpful and enjoyed that tutorial.